Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm from Florida in the US.
Are you visiting Japan?
I'm visiting Japan, for 11 days.
11 days.
But right now I'm living in Korea, so not too far away from home.
Okay. Do you often visit Japan?
I've been living in Korea for a year, and I've actually visited Japan. This is my third trip in that year.
You lived in Korea 1 year. And during 1 year, you've
Yes,
been here
3 times.
3 times,
Yeah.
many times. Like you've been to other countries from Korea, not only Japan.
I went to Laos, and I also used to live in Hong Kong, so I've
Okay.
traveled almost all of Asia.
Okay.
Japan is my favorite, so now that I've been everywhere, I just keep coming back to Japan over and over.
Interesting. Experience in Japan 4 times. What is your impression of Japan?
I think Japan is just a really smoothly run society. As a tourist, I'm sure it can be different from the inside, but as a tourist, it feels like it's a place where nothing goes wrong. Like the trains are always on time. It's really easy to figure out what you're doing, even if you don't speak the language. One of my main observations about Japan is that people seem to anticipate needs. Anticipate the needs of others. So I'll think, I wonder which direction I need to go to get to the park. And at that second, I'll look up and there'll be a sign. You know, it's like they anticipate what questions people will have.
Everything is ready to
Everything's just ready to go. Yeah, it's so smooth.
wonder even like small thing which you thought a little bit like difficult or uncomfortable.
This is a memory from my first trip to Japan, so this is a decade ago, but I remember having a lot of trouble getting a machine in the subway to work. I couldn't figure out how to select the button for my ticket or something like that. And so I was really frustrated, and I went, I stomped my foot, but immediately someone ran up and said, can I help you? And fixed the problem right away. So it seems like even when something is difficult, it just gets solved.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of relate to your feeling at the station because even for Japanese, sometimes it's confusing.
Yeah, I think especially Osaka. Tokyo's I'm used to, but in the Osaka station, I was a little bit confused.
Yes. You mentioned that you've been to Osaka and you obviously in Tokyo, but what else? What city in Japan did you visit?
I've been to Tokyo, Kyoto, Nara, Osaka, Hakone, Fukuoka, Nagasaki, and I was just in Nagoya for a few days.
Okay. What was the impression of Fukuoka? Because I barely meet foreign people who've been to Fukuoka. So
I found that it had a lot more influence from other parts of Asia than I've seen in other parts of Japan. Like specifically Korea, maybe a little bit of Chinese influence too. And I think it's just because so many tourists from those places go there that it kind of caters to that market a little more.
So you see difference in each city in Japan.
For sure, yeah. In Fukuoka, the nightlife district felt a lot more like Seoul than anywhere else, than it did like Japan. Yeah.
Okay. In which city did you feel authentic Japan? Typical Japan.
I don't know that I can really answer that. It's all Japan, right? Japan is just a very diverse country. So
Diverse.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Maybe not in terms of ethnicity, but in terms of food culture and local traditions, regional traditions. I feel like Japan has a lot of specialties. Every city has its own special food and things like that.
Okay. So speaking of special food, so what did you like the most?
I've had so many good things. I've had some really good kaiseki meals, some really good otoro, the fatty tuna belly. But yesterday I had this eel bowl. I think is it called hitsamabushi, something like this?
Chopped.
Eel chopped on the rice, and you eat it in the 4 sections. I had that yesterday.
Nagoya?
So good, Nagoya. Yeah.
So you like Japanese food so far?
Yeah, I love it.
You experienced a lot in Japan, probably. But what was your highlight from whole your experience in Japan?
Whole thing. First trip this year. The first trip of while I was living in Korea. I was kind of just wandering around, wanting to go to a bar, like a local style bar, and I was a little nervous because I didn't know what I was walking into. The doors are shut and the curtains are down, so I thought, when I open the door, what will be inside? But I found one that had English written on the fabric. It said, "This is a bar," and so I thought, okay, I'll go in here. And I went in and sat down, and the group of people that were sitting next to me started talking to me, and they invited me to go out to a jazz bar with them afterward. Yeah, and they were older people, like retired people, and they invited me to come out with them, and it was so fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Tokyo?
In Tokyo.
In Tokyo. Okay. Do you speak Japanese?
No, not really.
How did you communicate?
I have some. I mean, I can say a few words. I studied it very briefly. And before that trip, I had kind of refreshed my memory, so I knew some of them. But for the most part, we just had very basic conversation.
In English?
Half in English and half in Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you had a great time.
Yeah, I had so much fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you already visit Japan and come back home. You repeat this, but when you come back home, if you can bring anything from Japan, it can be like materially, but also like spiritually, mentally.
Right.
What do you want to bring back home?
Oh, the sense of calm, just people being polite to one another, and the sense of safety also. Walking around Japan at night, I always feel completely safe, which isn't always the case in the US. So definitely that, just like the peace and calm and serenity that I feel here.
Okay. So it was very nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I am from Tunisia.
Tunisia. Is it visiting or you're living here?
I'm just living here for 1 year.
Okay. What made you to decide to live here?
Actually, a new challenge in my life, and my wife, she's Japanese, so yeah, kind of like, why not? Let's try a new experience in my life, because I went to Europe before. Europe and my region, it's not much far, so yeah. Like Asia, especially Japan, it's kind of like a challenge for myself, you know.
So like Tunisia is not like culturally not so different from Europe.
Not too much.
Okay.
Kind of like we are so similar to France, Italy, culture, historic, language too, you know. Lot of things, even for the kitchen too, you know, like.
Even food.
Yeah, especially in food, yeah. We are so similar to Italy, especially in my country, in Tunisia, we are so similar to Italy.
Italian food.
Yeah.
Probably like it's first time to come to very culturally very different country.
Yeah, totally different, extremely totally different, yeah.
Firstly, what was impression of Japan in general? Like very different country.
Yeah, like there is a lot, especially like here in Tokyo, it's kind of like metropole. It's totally different than my homeland, you know, high builds, a lot of people. Yeah, cozy life, very quiet here, very nice, people friendly, neighbors. Yeah, the atmosphere is nice too, you know. Compared to my country, especially my town, the only thing that I missed, it's just the sea, you know. The sea, yeah.
Okay.
In my town, for example, like we always going chilling with my friends, for example, make a hiking or hang out together, for example, drink something or to eat something close to the sea. Here doesn't exist any sea, to be honest, only a river, Sumida River.
You are very like used to being around the water, so you are intrigued to the river here.
Yeah.
Water.
Just to see the water, that's enough. Yeah.
So you mentioned a little bit about what you miss about your country, but other than that, did you notice something good part of your country? Or what do you like about your country in general?
So much I miss my family, friends, you know, like especially chilling time, laughing, you know, that's it, you know, like kind of like small things, you know, like, but it means a lot for me, you know, like family especially, you know.
Okay. Just in general, what's it like in Tunisia?
Weather, food. Yeah, we have a lot of things. Like, by the way, Tunisia is good destination in Africa for tourists, you know. Yeah, we have a lot of places, very nice. We have the second biggest Colosseum in the world after Italy. There is a lot of things you have to do it, and you can do it in Tunisia. But yeah, like it's a bit hot. Yeah, hot, very hot. Yeah, especially in summertime.
Okay, you experienced the August in Japan, right?
Yeah,
Japanese
no,
August.
it's very humid here.
Humid.
Humid, yeah, very humid.
And over there, it's not humid.
It's not humid, but very dry in my country, like very hot. Very hot.
Much.
Oh, very high. We talk about 49, 15. Yeah, for real. It's very hot over there.
But I'm curious about it. Around 50 degree
Yeah.
with dry temperature, and in Japan with humid temperature, which is more uncomfortable.
Actually, in my country.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Especially in daytime, like you could not move, you know,
Okay.
for real. It's very hot, incredible for real. Especially this summer, because I was there in July and in June. So yeah, it's very hot.
Okay. If we go to your country, what do you recommend us to experience? Some food, what places, or some
About,
experience in general?
There is the south of Tunisia, it's the Sahara, the desert, yeah. Like it's very nice experience. The swimming time, like I told you that there is many lovely beach in my country. There is many things to be honest, especially the food. If the Japanese people they love spicy food, I recommend them to come to Tunisia. To be honest,
Okay, please pick specific food you recommend.
there is many couscous, kafteji, brick, tagine, salad meshweya, roasted salad. Yeah, there is a lot of things to be honest.
Okay, it was very nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you too much. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm from Guatemala. Guatemala City, yes.
Okay. Are you visiting?
Yes, I'm visiting.
How long are you gonna stay here?
I'm gonna stay here for 21 days.
21 days. So what made you to come to Japan?
So, like 3 years ago, I met a girl from Chile. So we were planning to travel around the world together, but then came COVID. So we don't have the opportunity to do it. And she told me about Japan, about the culture. So I think that was a good idea to came here. That's what I'm here.
Okay. So you met Chilean girl in Guatemala
No, I met her in Italy.
when you were traveling.
Yes, I was traveling in Europe and I met her, but she came here with me. But I really want to be here, so
Okay.
I came here by my own.
Okay. Did you get some culture shock in Japan?
It's very quiet in the
Quiet.
subway.
Okay.
People are like not so noisy like in other countries, you know. In Brazil, for example, the people it's like wow, and it's Paris. So, but here not. The people is very respectful.
So what is it like in your country?
People,
Loudness?
it's very warmful. They are very talkative and they are very kindly. They speak with everyone.
Okay. So like, is it like common to talk to
So
stranger?
Yeah, it's very common. But here it's like, no, I think that this is the first time that I talk with someone from Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that if I go to your country, I will be talked by locals?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, they like foreign people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
That's
friendly.
right. Yeah, we are very friendly.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about your country, but what do you like about your country?
I like people. They are very kindly. They are like happy people. Yeah, I like the Holy Week.
Holy Week.
Holy Week, yeah, because we are like very Catholic people.
Okay.
So we have like full week about events, and in that specific week, we eat like specific food. It's very Catholic.
Like, is it very important and you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Are they very religious? Like Guatemala people are very religious?
I think that an 80% of people,
Including young people.
yeah, including the young people,
Okay. So you go to church on Sunday?
like twice a month.
Twice a month.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not the most important thing.
For me, it's like not the most important, but for the other people in Guatemala, yes, it's very important.
Okay. So you didn't spend much time in Japan, but you experienced traveling in many countries before. So like while traveling abroad, did you find something you want to adapt to yourself in some other cultures?
About Brazil,
Brazil.
yeah, because I lived there like 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think that people is happy no matter what. They are like very resilient people. They are good about anything. They are very happy and they have like a really good life. They love the family activities and all that kind of stuff. So I really enjoy it. I think that in Guatemala we are like overthink. We care about what other people says, and also like we don't dream big. Like we don't have like big dreams like in other countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think that you're more careful?
Yeah,
or-
we are like more careful. Yeah, than Brazilians.
Okay.
You know.
So it was very nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。いかがだったでしょうか？動画のご感想やテーマのご要望などコメント欄で教えていただけますと幸いです。たくさんのコメントお待ちしております。チャンネル登録の際は通知ボタンもお忘れなく。